Welcome to Expert Real Estate Secrets, the show where real investors share real strategies that actually work. No fluff, just actionable tips to help you close more deals, make more money, and build lasting wealth. Let's get started.
All right, welcome back to Expert Real Estate Secrets. I'm Don DeRosa, and as always, I'm here with Mia. Today we're diving into a topic that, honestly, trips up more investors than anything else, why most people fail in real estate, and how you can avoid being one of them.
Hey everyone, I'm Mia, and Don, I gotta say, this is one of those episodes where I wish someone had sat me down and told me the truth when I started. Because, let's be real, there are so many ways to make money in real estate. Wholesaling, flipping, Airbnbs, lease options, you name it. It's like a giant buffet, and everyone's piling their plate way too high.
Yeah, and that buffet? It's a trap. I had a student once, let's call him Mike, who in his first year tried wholesaling, then jumped to lease options, then got distracted by Airbnbs, and even dabbled in land deals. Guess how much he made that year? Zero. Not a dime. Because he never stuck with one thing long enough to get good at it.
That's so common. I mean, I get it. There's this fear of missing out, right? Like, what if I pick the wrong strategy? But the truth is, you're better off picking one and actually mastering it. So Don, how do you help people figure out which lane to pick?
Great question. I always tell folks, ask yourself, what are your strengths? What's your market like? Do you have time, money, or neither? If you hate talking to people, maybe wholesaling isn't your thing. If you love numbers and systems, maybe rentals or notes are a better fit. But whatever you pick, stick with it. Don't try to be a jack of all trades right out of the gate.
Yeah, and if you're listening and feeling overwhelmed, just remember, focus creates momentum. You don't have to do everything. You just have to do something consistently. So let's talk about the other big reason people fail: inaction. I'll be the first to admit, I spent months in what I call learning mode. I was binging podcasts, reading every book, watching YouTube videos, but I wasn't actually talking to sellers. I was just, preparing to prepare.
Oh, you're not alone. I see it all the time. People think if they just learn a little more, they'll finally feel ready. But you never really feel ready. The only way to get comfortable is to get out there and do it. I always say, you can't learn to swim by reading about it. You got to get in the water.
Exactly. I remember the first time I actually picked up the phone and called a seller. My hands were shaking. My voice was all over the place. But you know what? I survived. And after that, it got easier. So if you're stuck in research mode, here's a challenge. Make one direct contact every day. Just one. It could be a call, a text, a DM, whatever feels doable.
And if you're worried about what to say, keep it simple. Hi, I saw your property at 123 Main Street. Are you open to selling? That's it. Don't overthink it. And yeah, you might get rejected. That's part of the game. But every no gets you closer to a yes.
And honestly, the fear of rejection is way worse in your head than it is in real life. Once you get that first awkward call out of the way, you realize it's not so bad. Progress over perfection, right?
So, let's put it all together. The real formula for not failing, it's not magic. It's focus, action, and support. Pick one strategy, take daily action, and this is key. Find a mentor or a community to keep you accountable.
Yeah, and I've seen this firsthand in your mentorship group, Dawn. Remember Sarah? She was brand new, super nervous, but because she had the group checking in on her, she actually closed her first deal in under 2 months. That accountability made all the difference.
Absolutely. And look, sometimes you pick a strategy and it's just not working. Maybe your market shifts or you realize it's not a good fit. That's okay. But don't jump ship after a week. Give it a real shot, at least 60 to 90 days. Track your actions, review your results, and if you need to pivot, do it with intention, not out of frustration.
And if you're struggling to stay on track, get an accountability partner, someone who'll call you out if you start slacking. Even just texting a friend your daily action can make a huge difference.
Yeah, and don't forget to actually track what you're doing. Write it down. Numbers don't lie. If you're not getting results, look at your activity, not just your outcomes.
All right, let's talk about setbacks. Because let's be honest, they're going to happen. The key is building resilience. Instead of seeing failure as, failure, try to see it as feedback. What can you learn from it?
Yeah, every deal that falls through, every seller that ghosts you, it's all data. It's not personal. I always tell my students, set aside time every week to review what worked, what didn't, and why. That's how you spot patterns and get better.
And don't forget to celebrate the small wins. Maybe you didn't close a deal this week, but you made 5 calls or you got a seller to actually talk to you. That's progress. Celebrate it. It keeps you motivated when things get tough.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're not failing at something, you're probably not pushing hard enough. The people who succeed in this business are the ones who keep going, even when it's not easy.
So, let's say you've got some momentum. You're closing deals, you're feeling good. How do you scale without burning out? First, you need a plan. Set clear milestones, like I want to close 5 deals this quarter, or I want to add 2 rentals this year.
And don't try to do it all yourself. Start building systems. Use automation tools for follow-up, lead tracking, even scheduling. That way you're not glued to your phone 24/7. Free up your time for the stuff that actually grows your business.
Exactly. And as you grow, think about who you need on your team. Maybe it's a virtual assistant, maybe it's a contractor, maybe it's a partner who's good at the stuff you're not. The goal is to fill your gaps, not just add bodies.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to invest in people or tools that make your life easier. It's not about doing more, it's about doing better. Now let's talk about staying ahead of the curve. The best investors I know are obsessed with data. They're always looking at local market trends. What's selling, what's sitting, where are prices moving?
Yeah, and you don't need to be a data scientist. Just start by tracking your own deals. What's your average days on market? What's your return on each property? And keep an eye on bigger economic indicators. Interest rates, policy changes, stuff like that. It all impacts your strategy.
And don't forget to regularly review your portfolio. Should you hold, sell, or maybe refinance? The market changes, and your plan should too. Stay flexible and don't get caught flat-footed.
Yeah, and if you're not sure where to start, just look at your local MLS data or even free public records. The info is out there. You just got to use it. All right, last piece of the puzzle, mindset. I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but honestly, your mindset is what keeps you in the game long term. I start every day visualizing my goals, practicing gratitude, and reminding myself why I do this.
Yeah, and if you catch yourself thinking, I'm not cut out for this, or I'll never get a deal, challenge that. Replace it with, I'm learning every day, or I'm getting closer. It sounds cheesy, but it works.
And journaling. Don't underestimate it. Write down your wins, your setbacks, how you felt, what you learned. It helps you see your own growth, and it keeps you honest with yourself.
Totally, and remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. If you keep showing up, keep learning, and keep your head in the right place, you're already ahead of most people.
All right, that's a wrap for today. If you got value from this, share it with someone who needs a little push. And if you're ready to get serious, check out our previous episodes, like the one on the top mistakes new investors make or how to find deals for free. We're here every week to help you win.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Dawn, always a pleasure. And to everyone listening, go take that next step, no matter how small. We'll see you next time.
See you, Mia. See you, everyone. Stay focused, stay active, and go make something happen.
That's it for today on Expert Real Estate Secrets. If you're ready for hands-on coaching and real results, go to www.expertrealestatecoaching.com right now. Join the community, get the tools, and start closing more deals. We'll see you on the next episode.